When Lee is on his way to prison, his car crashes and he soon discovers the zombie apocalypse, and then he meets 8-year-old Clementine, who he protects. This is my review of The Walking Dead video game, Season 1. So I'm really late to the party for this video game because this game came out last year and I could have bought it on Xbox Live, but I decided not to, and I just decided to wait for it to come out on disc. And it took a while for it to come out on disc, and when it came out on disc I just sort of forgot about it because I was doing other stuff at the time. But so I got this for Christmas and decided to play it. And I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I'm a fan of the TV series. I've just started to read the comics, and the comics are good. And so after playing the Walking Dead video game, gotta tell you guys that it is incredible. The good points. So at first I was confused at why like everybody from the Walking Dead fans to the video game fans were really crazy about this game and why they were raving about it, because it was just a point-and-click game, and I know the reason why now. It is an incredible storyline. That's why. I mean, that's the main thing about this game. Like, there's nothing groundbreaking about the mechanics of the game or with the graphics of the game. Like, the thing that's groundbreaking is the storyline, in my opinion, and how good it can make a point-and-click game. Just the story, it's really emotional, guys. Like, it truly is. Like, it gets you like really invested with these characters that you interact with, and with the character you're playing as well. And I think that the writing of this story is good because there are like when you're talking to people, like you have like numerous things that you can answer them with, like numerous dialogue lines you can answer them with. You just need to pick which ones to choose, and sometimes those dialogue lines will like affect your relationship with like that person, or will decide some future events in the future. And sometimes there are these QuickTime events which will do the same thing. They will affect like what will happen in the future with some things, but there are some things that are set in stone for the game. But as for the QuickTime events, with the dialogue and with the gameplay, like those things count sometimes because they can like help you in the future, or they can be bad for you in the future. So really, you can play the game over and over and over again because it's an experience, really. I mean, I'm thinking about doing the game again in a different way, just to see like how some things would be if I went in like another direction from what I did the first time through. And there are probably like dozens of ways. Well, I don't know about dozens. Maybe just like yeah, maybe there are like several ways like you like the events can go and how they will affect the characters around you and your character. Speaking of the graphics of the game, the graphics, like I said, aren't groundbreaking, but I like the style that they used. They used a comic book style of graphics, and the comic book style looks like the style that's used in the Walking Dead comic book series, and I thought that that was really thought out and done well throughout like all 5 episodes. And yeah, the gameplay is separated into 5 different episodes, and you need to complete the events of one episode in order to do the next one and everything. And it really doesn't take long. It took me 3 to 4 days to complete my first run through and everything. But I like that because it's like a 5-act structure to a story, and like each act has its like own story and everything, and its own conflicts, and some conflicts reappear and everything, and I thought that's good. So the final thing I will say about The Walking Dead video game Season 1 is the ending. Like I told you guys a little bit earlier that it's a really emotional game. Like there are many emotional parts throughout, but the ending is just like mind-boggling emotional. Like it's like, oh my god, because some stuff happens and it's like at one point it's like no, no, and at one point it's like oh. I mean, it may be different for some people, but if you like don't feel your emotional strings pulling at the end of this game, then it's like, do you have any emotions at all? I mean, it's I almost cried. I mean, you have to do a lot for me, like movie wise or video game wise or TV wise to make me cry, and the people that wrote this story did a really great job of pulling the right strings on me to make me almost cry. So what do I give The Walking Dead video game season 1? I give it 4 out of 4 stars. I mean, it's an experience, guys. It's really good. There's nothing groundbreaking with the mechanics of the game or with the graphics, like I said, but it's just a really groundbreaking experience with the story, and that's what makes the whole game like fantastic. Now, some people may say that there are some bad points about The Walking Dead video game, and there are bad points, and those bad points are with the gameplay and with the audio, because sometimes there are glitches with the gameplay, and sometimes there are glitches with the audio, and sometimes the audio it may be a little out of sync at some moments, or it may go in a loop for a second. And some people may not like the first-person shooter moments, because there are some quick-time moments where there are when you have like your main character and he has his pistol up and it's like a first-person shooter and you're shooting the zombies and everything, and I agree with those people that say this is a bad point, because like the sensitivity of like where you aim, like if you like move your joystick on your controller just like a little bit, like it moves like from here to like here, and it's like no, I didn't mean to do that, and I just didn't like the sensitivity with with aiming the pistol. But those things are like really overshadowed by the story, because the story makes all those things up, because it's a great experience, like I said. So go and get the game, guys. It's really awesome, and other than that, that's it.